Have you ever caught yourself worrying about falling? Maybe on the stairs, in the kitchen, or even just walking outside? That fear is real, but it doesn't have to control your life. Science shows that a few simple exercises can lower your risk of falling by almost a third. They also help you stand taller, ease back pain, and give you more energy to enjoy your day. In this video, I'll show you 3 easy moves that are safe, gentle, and proven to help older adults stay strong and steady. You don't need a gym, just a few minutes and a little courage to begin. Number 1. Plank. At first glance, the plank does not look like much. You do not move. You simply hold still, your body stretched out straight like a quiet bridge. But within that stillness lies incredible power. For older adults, the plank can be the starting point for rebuilding the core, improving posture, and regaining balance. Why is the plank so important? Because it trains the deep muscles of the abdomen and spine, the very muscles that keep you upright and steady. As we age, these muscles weaken, leading to stooped posture, back pain, and a higher chance of falling. But the plank can turn that around. Even just a few seconds of holding the pose each day begins to wake up the foundation of the body. Science backs this up. Research in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science shows that core exercises like the plank reduce lower back pain and improve mobility in older adults. Harvard Medical School even recommends the plank for seniors because it builds strength without putting stress on the joints. That means it is safe, gentle, and effective. But the plank is not only physical, it is also mental. When you hold yourself up in a plank, you are sending a message to your mind. I can still support myself. I am strong. I will not fall. At 68, Grace walked with a slight hunch, always careful and hesitant with each step. When she tried a plank for the first time, her arms gave out after just 7 seconds. The next day she tried again and held for 10 seconds. A week later, she made it to 15. Within 3 weeks, she was holding a modified plank on her knees for 40 seconds. She began standing taller, walking with more confidence, and even noticed her constant back pain fading. She said, "This little move reminded me that I still have strength inside me. I just needed to find it again." That is the magic of the plank. It does not require movement. It requires control. It teaches the body to hold steady, to resist gravity, to find balance again. And the benefits are not just in the body. Many older adults report feeling more energy, sharper focus, and a deeper connection to their breath after practicing planks for a few weeks. If you have never tried a plank before, the best way to start is slowly. Place your forearms on the floor and support yourself on your knees. Keep your back straight and your stomach muscles gently tight. Hold for 10 to 15 seconds. Rest and repeat a few times. With practice, you can move to the full plank, holding yourself on your forearms and toes. But there is no rush. Every second you hold is a victory. The plank is more than an exercise. It is a symbol. You are your own foundation. Each time you hold a plank, you are holding yourself up. Not just for today, but for your family, for your future, and for your freedom. Start with just a few seconds. Tomorrow, try again. Each day, you will grow stronger. With each plank, you are not only building muscle, you are building hope. Number 2, bird dog. The bird dog is a simple move, but it holds a quiet beauty. On your hands and knees, you stretch one arm forward and the opposite leg back. For a moment, you are both grounded and lifted, balanced and free. For older adults, the bird dog is more than a graceful pose. It is a way of teaching the body to trust itself again. One of the biggest fears with aging is losing balance. A single misstep, a brief moment of dizziness, and suddenly you are on the floor. The bird dog tackles this fear head on. It strengthens the back, the hips, and the core, but more importantly, it connects the left and right sides of the body again. This is called cross-body coordination. As children, our bodies move this way naturally. But over time, especially with less activity, this coordination fades. The bird dog retrains the brain and body to work together. Studies in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity show that exercises like the bird dog improve stability, reaction time, and motor control in older adults. That means fewer stumbles, quicker recovery when balance slips, and greater confidence in everyday movement. At 74, Daniel had started calling his body unreliable. Even crossing the living room left him exhausted after a minor stroke. His arms shook, his leg refused to straighten, and he doubted his balance. So he began small, lifting only one hand at a time while on all fours. Slowly, he added the opposite leg. 2 weeks later, he could hold the full bird dog pose for 5 seconds. After a month, 10. One day he smiled and said, "I feel like I have symmetry again. Like my body knows what it's doing." His balance improved, but even more important, his confidence returned. That is the power of the bird dog. It helps your body remember its rhythm. It teaches you how to move with grace, not force. For seniors, that is true strength. You may notice better posture, less lower back pain, and steadier walking. You may feel more in control when reaching, bending, or standing up. And most importantly, you will regain the belief that your body is still capable. To begin, kneel on a soft surface with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Slowly extend your right arm forward and your left leg back. Keep your back flat and your head in line with your spine. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds, then return to the center and switch sides. If balance feels difficult, start by moving just your arms, then add the legs later. Remember, wobbling at first is normal. Wobbling is how the body learns. Balance is not only about standing on your feet, it is about feeling steady in your life. The bird dog helps bring back that steadiness. Each time you reach forward and stretch back, you are telling yourself, "I am still strong. I am still here. I am still growing." Number 3, lunges. The lunge may be the most symbolic of all 3 exercises. One foot steps forward, the body lowers in control, and then rises again stronger. It is a reflection of life itself. To lunge is to take a step, even when it is hard, and to rise despite the weight. For older adults, lunges are more than a fitness move. They are a declaration. I want to walk into my life with power. As we age, the legs lose strength. Tasks like climbing stairs, standing up from a chair, or walking long distances become harder. Fear of falling grows. Independence begins to slip away. But lunges can reverse that trend. Lunges strengthen the thighs, hips, glutes, and calves, the very muscles we rely on every single day. According to the American College of Sports Medicine, lower body strength is one of the clearest signs of whether an older adult can continue living independently. Practicing lunges, even in a simple and safe way, can make the difference between relying on a cane and walking freely. At 76, Margaret had spent 8 months with a walker after fracturing her pelvis in a fall. She hated losing her independence, saying, "I felt invisible." She began with modified lunges, only stepping forward slightly and barely bending. It was hard and she often felt frustrated, but she kept going. By the 4th week, she could lunge while resting one hand lightly on a chair. By the 3rd month, she no longer needed her walker indoors. By the 6th, she walked a full kilometer outside on her own for the first time in nearly a year. Each lunge felt like I was taking back a piece of myself, she said. That is the gift of lunges. They train more than legs. They train courage. They prepare the body for climbing stairs, navigating uneven ground, and standing from low chairs or beds. And mentally, they rebuild the confidence to move forward again. If you are new to lunges, begin near a sturdy chair or wall, step 1 foot forward, bend your knees slightly, and keep your torso upright. Push through your front heel to return to standing. Switch legs and repeat. Even small, shallow lunges are powerful when done with care. The point is not depth. The point is progress. Each lunge is a step toward freedom, a step toward reclaiming the joy of walking without fear, standing without struggle, and living with independence. Each time you lunge, you are saying, "I am still moving forward. I am still in charge of my body." If you are reading this far, perhaps something inside you is stirring. A memory of strength, a whisper of hope, a quiet voice saying, "Maybe I can." And the truth is, you can. The plank, the bird dog, and lunges. 3 simple moves, no machines, no gym, no expensive equipment, just you, your breath, and your willingness to begin. They give back far more than they take. They give you strength to stand tall, balance to walk with confidence, and freedom to move through life without fear. Aging does not mean giving up. Yes, the knees may creak and the back may complain, but every single day your body is still able to heal, adapt, and grow stronger. You are not too old. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be to start. Remember Grace, who found her strength again with the plank. Remember Daniel, who rediscovered balance with the bird dog. Remember Margaret, who walked proudly once more after lunges. And remember yourself right now, standing at the beginning of your own journey. Start today. Choose one of the three exercises. Try it once, even if only for 5 seconds. Tomorrow, try again. Let seconds become minutes. Let effort become a habit. Let habit become your new story, a story not of decline, but of revival. Because movement is not just about fitness, it is about life. Each time you move with intention, you are writing your story anew. One breath, one hold, one step at a time. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. And tell me in the comments, will you be trying one of these moves today? Your story might be the one that inspires someone else. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.